Then he comes out and says, we treated him horrible. He was treated so horrible here. You were making $162,000 a year. He's making something like $52,000 or $54,000 a fight, and you fight 3 times a year, unless you get injured or something like that happens. We have health insurance here, which has never been done in the history of the world with fight promoters, okay? Now, the reason he's not in the UFC anymore is because he could not pass a drug test. The guy couldn't pass a drug test, okay? So he couldn't. And think about this. You have to go to work 3 times a year, and you couldn't pass a drug test? You're so weak-minded and so addicted to marijuana that you couldn't stay off it enough to pass a drug test 3 times a year. Well, guess what, dummy? They drug test in the real world, too. You think you're going to go to work 325 days a year and not get drug tested? Right? He couldn't pass the drug test 3 times a year, but he's going to pass it in the real world. Right? And I want to know where this rocket scientist is going to go and make $100-something thousand a year. Right? And also, this is the guy, Matt Riddle, who did an interview and said, I smoke marijuana so I don't beat my wife and children.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And I want to point out, MMA Junkie, the people that did this story took one side of the story, and they're writing this big story about a guy who said, I smoke marijuana so I don't beat my wife and kids, and only got his side of the story. Real journalism. Real journalism.
Yeah, not surprised by that. That's one thing that we don't see down here at FS1 and UFC Tonight. You always get both sides. Dana, thank you for being candid, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chael.
How do you feel about AJ? She's coming around pretty soon, his wife.
I know.
Oh, AJ, I have no problems with her. She never stepped into it. I mean, to be fair, and I'm not one to talk, I'm a little snooty myself, but she did go get around, from what I heard. But no disrespect to that.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's whatever. People like to hook up. And if that's the worst thing he did, whatever, dude. I've done it too.
Man, Matt Riddle has got to be one of the most arrogant, delusional douchebags in the pro wrestling world. And there's some real characters, man. But I don't know if you guys saw it. This dude just got exposed, lying, crashing and burning more bridges from UFC to WWE to all kinds of other pro wrestling promotions, disrespecting everybody and just totally being a just full out liar, man. This shit is ugly.